Hey guys, this is just gonna be a lower body mobility, strengthening, myofascial release video. If you guys are feeling sore and if you want to just improve more lower body strength, get your ankles feeling better, shins, calves, ankles, hamstrings, all that stuff. We're gonna start with some myofascial release. I'm gonna take a foam roller and work up one leg, going calf into my hamstring. So just take your foam roller, press down. You can even stack your legs. And all we're doing right now is pushing through the inside, the middle, and the outside of that calf. You can do this as long as you need until you feel like you hit it enough. Try to breathe out through the pain. If you guys feel that tension in that leg, exhale throughout it. And again, I'm rotating inside, middle, and outside. And then before I switch sides, I'm just gonna go up into my hamstring. Same thing, all the way through. So right above the knee, all the way to pretty much your butt. You're going all the way through. Point your toe on the inside, roll it on out, point your toe to the outside. I'm gonna try to keep this video as short as 10 minutes so you guys can think about doing this before a workout, maybe before bed, when you wake up in the morning, something that you can do, just give yourself 10 minutes to kind of set yourself up. Inside, outside, middle, and that calf on the opposite side again. And we're just gonna roll through, breathing out. And then I'm gonna switch my hamstring again, bring it above the knee. And now I'm rolling all the way into my glute, and through. Now you could be doing, I could foam roll for like a half hour. I could pick every single part of my body, do my IT band, do my quads, which I'm still gonna do, but we're gonna kind of roll through some major ones. The next thing we're gonna do is roll over to our side, straight leg in the bottom, plant your dominant leg up top, and then I'm gonna use that as a pivot to go into my hip and all the way through to my knee. I'm not gonna necessarily stick to a small range of motion. I'm gonna keep going all the way through big ones, right to that knee, all the way to your hip. And then before I switch sides, I'm gonna roll over to my chest on the ground and go into that quad. Now it's really easy just to roll through here. What I like to do is lengthen the quad. So as I come up, I'm gonna pull my heel up too, and then lengthen back in. Breathing out the whole time. Don't get caught holding your breath, especially when you're in pain, guys. Try to breathe through that. After a few more, it's gonna roll over to the opposite side. IT band first, hip, plant the foot in front, and pivot off that guy all the way to the outside of the knee and back. Big movements. I'm just trying to get blood flow and release some tension that might keep certain parts of the body tight. I'm gonna roll over into my chest again. Probably roll a few with my legs straight. Once I get that movement down, I'm gonna start to drive my heel up as I roll through. All right. Right now, my body's feeling a little tingly from all that movement. It was fast. What we're gonna do now is move you into something a little bit different. I'm gonna use a band. We have stiff, which is black, and then the easier one's red. I'm gonna start with the red one. So all I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna put this around my feet. You can wear socks if you need to, but again, I'm putting these around my feet, not my ankles, literally the bottom of my feet and the top of my feet. And all I'm gonna do, keeping my knees and ankles apart, plant my feet down, plant my heels down, getting tension between my body here. And then with my ankles, all I'm doing is gonna turn one foot in and all the way out. In, all the way out. The first few reps, I'm trying to keep my knees pretty stationary. And then I'm gonna let the ankle and knee roll in together and out together. After a few reps and playing around with my range of motion, I'm just gonna switch sides. Now my left foot's gonna do it by itself first. Knees are stiff. And now I'm gonna take that knee with my ankle and move it in and out. My other leg is my stabilizer. Not trying to move that one too much. After you guys do a few more reps there, what we're gonna do, you guys can keep your legs nice and straight out in front of you, and I'm gonna gas pedal one foot. So I'm gonna stay tall here, point one toe down, and then I'm gonna flex one leg and relax it. Flex, relax, flex, relax. If you want to bend your knees and give yourselves a different angle to work on, feel free. This is for the shin. I'm strengthening that shin up. If you have shin issues, usually this is a great one to kind of help with. And then switch sides, same thing again. Point the toe. Oops. Down and up, down and up. It's a really small movement. Just feeling a little bit of tension in that shin. And now we're gonna take a bigger movement here. This is where you're gonna start to brace your core. I'm gonna put my hands behind my head, pin my low back to the ground, straighten my legs out, hover them off the ground an inch, drive one knee up, 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 hold. Breathe out for a few seconds, and then slowly switch down and back up. I'm trying to lock out my bottom leg. Keep it straight. If you have a soft knee, try to extend, and then down again and switch. If this is something that you feel is really improving for you and you feel like you're getting something good out of this, go ahead and do this for a lot more reps than I'm doing. I'm just showing you guys a quick movement to get through. And then this is my next one. It's my favorite one. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this band up between my shins. So one foot here. And by the way, if you have a hard time putting bands on, I can put one in the exact spot first. Open up a big section to slide my other foot in nice and easy. It keeps the band wide and it kind of is nice for that position. Anyway, I'm gonna hop up. What we're gonna do here is I'm gonna start, I'm gonna get this warrior out of the way. I'm gonna start in an ankle and hip bent, and I'm gonna actually rotate. So my feet right now, I'm gonna collapse my knees, and I'm gonna turn all my weight on my big toe and on the inside of my foot. So I'm gonna turn them in. And then from here, I'm gonna squeeze the ground and rotate out. Rotate in and out. And guys, this, you can do this a bunch of reps. This isn't necessarily bad. It's bad when you're loading weight, but our body is able to collapse and pull out on its own. It's part of what we were trying to be able to accomplish in the ankles. So we're gonna go pronation and supination back and forth, really working on the arches. When I come out, the inside of my foot is off the ground. When I collapse in, the pressure's back on that. And what we're working on is ankle mobility. What kind of range of motion can your legs actively let you get into? And a quick reminder, if you're doing this and you have a hunched back, flatten your back up, make it so you're not like this, all right? Engage other muscles. You can make this kind of a workout for your back and your core as well. Pronation, supination, keep on turning in and out. Feel everything kind of work. If you have pain somewhere, like inside your knee, be aware of it. But try to think about muscles that we're working. You should be feeling this up in your hips right now, as well as your feet. If your feet aren't feeling this, it means they're turned off the whole time. I'm squeezing the ground really hard, and I'm keep on engaging. All right, we're gonna do it again. But this time, I'm gonna shift my weight on my toes. So my heels are actually gonna be off the ground. So I'm gonna be up on my toes, or the front half of your foot, and I'm gonna work on this again. Squeezing the ground. This time I'm actually gonna feel a lot more of this in my shins and my calves, because I'm on the front half of my foot, and that's gonna engage a little bit more muscle contact than when you're on your heels. So again, my heels are off the ground, I'm on my toes, and I'm just going internal, external, collapse, and open. You guys can do this for as long as your legs can handle the burn. This is great to kind of open up and strengthen, and it's a good warm up for when you're doing lower body stuff. All right, next thing we're gonna do, start flat-footed. I'm gonna start my feet on the ground. All I'm gonna do first, keeping the distance with my band, I'm just gonna pick one leg up and fold slightly over and work on my balance here. Now what I want you guys to do is you're gonna turn slightly, like a couple degrees, one direction, center yourself, opposite direction, center yourself. Open, tap, close, tap. Do that for a few reps if you can. Then we're gonna switch feet. I'll show you from a forwards angle, picking one leg up. I'm gonna open my hips, turn, collapse my hips, turn. I'm gonna tap this foot back here to maintain balance when I need to. And I'm gonna keep on working on my hip strengthening here and my ankle mobility. All right. After you guys do that for a few times, we're gonna practice a harder now set, taking the band off. Balance is gonna be key here. What I'm looking to do here is I'm gonna take out that heel. So I'm gonna go on the front half of my foot again, working on that balance. So for the first part, I'm gonna be here. You're gonna see my heel off the ground, all my weight's on the front half of my foot, and I'm gonna go into that RDL position. So I'm gonna fly my arms back, heel off the ground. If you just need a balance there and be on the front half of your foot, that's where you wanna start. When you get that down, you're gonna see me start to rotate. So I'm gonna be here, leg back, weight on my toe. I'm gonna open the hip up and close it. I'm gonna turn the other way and close it. Really focusing on my right hip in small degrees of movements. After a few reps, I'm gonna switch sides. You're gonna notice it from a different angle. I'm on the front half of my foot. I'm folding my chest over, my leg back, turning the hip open, center, close it. And I'm just working on different ranges of motion, trying to passively stretch my hip, my hamstring, as well as actively turn on my ankle, my balance. You're gonna see my ankles turning all over the place. That proprioception, how well can you restabilize and turn every little muscle on? And what this is doing is kind of bulletproofing your ankle, your knee, and your hip, and it's kind of aligning things. It takes a lot of time and practice to balance that out, but that's a really good last exercise to work on. Go on your toe, turn all the muscles on in your leg, then play with your range of motion. It's gonna help you with a lot of things. With sprinting, it's gonna help with the way you might feel with some joint pain, as well as work on balance. But that's a great one to get through, guys. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Take care.